Do you know what you want to say in English, but you're afraid to say it? Maybe you're worrying about grammar. Maybe you're afraid of saying the wrong word. Maybe you think, what if I make a mistake? So you stay quiet. You listen to other people speak, but you don't speak yourself. If this sounds familiar, don't worry. You don't need perfect English to have a conversation. You don't need perfect grammar to communicate. And you don't need to know every word. Today, we are going to practice how to speak English without being afraid of mistakes. You will listen, you will repeat, and you will speak. So relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Welcome back to English Flow Daily. Let's start with one important idea. Mistakes are normal. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language. Think about a child learning their first language. A child doesn't wait until every sentence is perfect. They simply try. They say a word. They make a mistake. They try again. And slowly they improve. You can do the same with English. Maybe you say, I go yesterday. That's not the correct sentence. But the person may still understand you. Later, you can learn to say, I went yesterday. The important thing is that you communicated. You learned something. And you can try again. So don't think, I must speak perfect English. Think, I just need to communicate. Repeat, I just need to communicate. Again, I just need to communicate. Very good. One reason people don't speak English, because they wait until their English is perfect. But perfect English doesn't come first. Practice comes first. Then confidence grows. Imagine you want to say, I went to the supermarket because I needed some food. But you don't know how to say the whole sentence. That's okay. Make it simpler. Say, I went to the supermarket. Then, I needed some food. To simple sentences are better than silence. You don't need to make every sentence complicated. Simple English is real English. Let's practice. Instead of, I would like to explain the reason why I was late. You can say, sorry, I'm late. Instead of, I don't completely understand what you were trying to say. You can say, I don't understand. Instead of, could you possibly repeat what you just said? You can simply say, could you say that again? Short sentences are powerful. Now let's talk about something very common. You're speaking English. Everything is going well. And suddenly ... you forget a word. What should you do? Don't stop. Don't panic. Try to explain the word in another way. For example, you forget the word umbrella. You can say, the thing I use when it rains. Maybe you forget the word restaurant. You can say, a place where you eat. Maybe you forget the word wallet. You can say, the small thing where I keep my money. You don't need the perfect word. You can describe the idea. This is a very important communication skill. Let's practice. Imagine you forget the word airport. You can say, the place where you take a plane. Good. You forgot a word, but you continued speaking. That's progress. Now let's practice using simple English. Imagine someone asks, what did you do yesterday? You don't need a long answer. You can say, I went to work. Then, I came home. Then, I watched a movie. That's enough. Let's try another question. What do you like to do in your free time? You can say, I like listening to music. Or, I like watching movies. Or, I like going for walks. Simple, clear, natural. Now another question. Why are you learning English? You can say, I want to speak English. Then add, I want to speak with people. Or, I want to travel. Or, I want to improve my English. You don't need a complicated answer. Start simple. Then add more when you feel comfortable. Now imagine you are speaking. You make a mistake. What should you do? Simply correct yourself and continue. For example, I go to work yesterday. Pause. Then, I went to work yesterday. Continue. That's all. You don't need to stop the whole conversation. You can also say, sorry, I mean. Repeat. Sorry, I mean. For example, I go there on Monday. Sorry, I went there on Monday. Another useful phrase is, let me say that again. Repeat. Let me say that again. These phrases give you time to correct yourself. Let's practice. I am. I was. Sorry, I was tired yesterday. Good. You made a mistake. You corrected it. And you kept speaking. That's exactly what good language learners do. Now let's practice a short conversation. Listen first. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. What did you do yesterday? I go to work. Sorry, I went to work. Oh, nice. What did you do after work? I went home and watched a movie. What kind of movie? A comedy movie. Do you like comedy movies? Yes, I do. They're very funny. That was a simple conversation. Notice something. The speaker made a mistake. But they didn't stop. They corrected themselves and continued. Now let's do it again more slowly. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. What did you do yesterday? I went to work. What did you do after work? I went home and watched a movie. What kind of movie? A comedy movie. Do you like comedy movies? Yes, I do. They're very funny. Now it's your turn. I'm going to give you 3 simple questions. Answer each question in English. Don't worry about mistakes. Question 1. What did you do today? Start with, today, I. Speak. Good. Question 2. What do you like to do in your free time? Start with, I like. Take your time. Very good. Question 3. Why are you learning English? Start with, I'm learning English because. Now speak. Don't stop to find perfect words. Use simple English. If you forget a word, describe it. If you make a mistake, correct yourself. Then keep going. Now speak for 30 seconds. Very good. Now try again. This time, speak for 1 minute. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You need practice. You need courage. And you need to keep speaking. Now let's practice shadowing. Listen to me and repeat. I don't need perfect English. Again. I don't need perfect English. I can make mistakes. Again. I can make mistakes. I can correct myself. Again. I can correct myself. I can use simple English. Again. I can use simple English. I can keep speaking. Again. I can keep speaking. I am becoming more confident. Again. I am becoming more confident. Every conversation helps me improve. Again. Every conversation helps me improve. You don't need perfect English to speak. You can use short and simple sentences. If you forget a word, describe the idea. If you make a mistake, correct yourself and continue. And most importantly, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Repeat. Mistakes are part of learning. You don't become confident by waiting. You become confident by speaking. So speak today. Speak tomorrow. Keep listening. Keep repeating. If this lesson helped you, subscribe to English Flow Daily and come back for the next lesson. I'll see you in the next video.